Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing awesome. I know you saw this mani in my last video and wanted me to recreate it, and ask and you shall receive. The mani in my left hand is now pretty grown out. I think I wore this set for close to 2 weeks, if you can even believe it. I can't even believe it. I'm getting in right now with my nail prep. This is just my natural basic nail prep. I'm going with my cuticle pusher. I'm going to push back my cuticles. Then I'm going to flip the cuticle pusher over, scrape up the dead junk that I just pushed back, and then I'm going to give my nails a very gentle buff with a buffer. Prep is so personal and super dependent on you, what you're doing, your nails. So just because I'm doing this doesn't mean you should. You should always do what you feel like you got to do on your own nails. These are my nails, not yours. So I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to go in with my dehydrator, which is my Swipe solution from Young Nails. I've had a lot of questions recently about dehydrators. I know that some people like to use alcohol as a dehydrator. I don't usually recommend that. It's not strong enough to take all the oils out of your nails. I like a good dehydrator. Swipe works great for me. I also like the Sparkle & Co. pH Prep or the Mia Secret Prep Dehydrator. All really good dehydrators from my experiences. So if you need a good dehydrator, check one of those out. Sometimes I like to use my dehydrator with a scrubby brush. It gets all the dust out from like underneath your cuticle area and stuff like that. You can use a paper towel, the brush that comes with, or a lint-free wipe, whatever you feel like you want to do. So now that I've gotten prepped up, we're going to get into my very, very basic dip application. I'm using the same color on my nails. What? The same color on my left hand. It was also the same color I used in my last video. I will link that down below in case you missed it. This is Ciao Bella, one of my all-time favorite colors ever in the whole wide world. I love it. I love it with my whole entire heart. So this is how I do my application every single time I do my nails when they're this length. This will vary depending on your nail length, your nail shape, your nail curve, all the nail things. But for me, I like to do 2 full dips of color, 1 dip of clear. And those dips are from cuticle to free edge. I cover the entire nail with my base, dip right in, tap off excess. I'll dust everything off really well with a scrubby brush in between layers. And I'm doing, again, 2 coats of color and 1 coat of clear. I'm kind of keeping this short and sweet because I know you really wanted to see how really wanted to see how I did the art at the end. I will have timestamps down below if you want to skip through the application stuff. If you want a really detailed beginner-friendly tutorial on how I do my dip powder application with dip liquids or with gel liquids, I will leave 2 videos down in the description box for you to reference. I'm also going to leave you my very detailed filing routine, which includes shaping, contouring, all the things, even with an e-file, so you can check that out if you need filing help. I'm getting in with my second coat of the Ciao Bella. I'm going to finish this up, get clear capped. I'm going to come back after I file and buff, and we'll do some nail art. let that sit for a few, and then I filed and buffed. We're starting to look like the other hand, y'all. Okay, so let's do some nail art. I'm gonna start first with some white gel polish and create that kind of abstract-y, I know, I love using that word lately. Kind of like a one-sided abstract French, but I'm not going for perfection here whatsoever. You don't have to use gel polish, by the way. You can use anything to do this. You can use regular polish, acrylic paint, whatever you're most comfortable using. I like gel polish. It's just super easy for me to use, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to take my striper brush over here. It was a little crunchy. I don't know what happened to it, but I took a little bit of cuticle oil, rubbed that into the bristles, and that softens them right up. It does not affect the gel application whatsoever. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and casually and sloppily slap that over the corner of my nail where I want that Frenchy type look. This is not, again, not going for perfection. I'm not even going for a line. I'm just kind of getting it on there, and then I'm going to clean it up with my brush. I'm not going for a straight line whatsoever because I'm going to put the cheetah over it. You're not even going to really see that line, so I don't really care if it looks perfect. I should also note that I'm doing this with my non-dominant hand on my dominant hand. So if you have dexterity issues where you can't use one hand or another because that's not your dominant hand and you're just not good with it, this is a great nail art design to do because it really can be as sloppy as you need it to be. You don't have to worry about any sort of perfection whatsoever, even though you guys know how many times have I said it. Say it with me all. Perfection is what? An illusion. Exactly. It doesn't even exist. So now I'm going to clean up that edge just a little bit, soften it up with my liner brush, and now I'm going to go ahead and cure this for 30 seconds, and then we're going to move on and do a little cheetah. So for the cheetah print, I'm also using gel polish. I'm using a black and like a neutral khaki, beigey, greige, if you will. Typical colors that I'm going to do with my cheetah. This is usually the combo I do with all of my cheetah prints. I'm taking a dotting tool, which you do not need. You can use a toothpick or a bobby pin or whatever round-ish type tool you have. And here's what I'm going to do. The larger side of the dotting tool, I'm going to use to make the spots. I'm going to cure the spots for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to take the smaller end of my dotting tool and make the curves around the spots, finishing up that cheetah print. I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to top coat the whole thing, and we're going to be done. So I'm going to let you guys hang out and watch me get my cheetah on, and I'll come back with final thoughts. I am hopping back in real quick just to let you know I'm going to do my primer under my gel top coat. If you do not want to use gel for any of this, what you can do all your nail art with either regular polish or acrylic paint. Apply a coat of base after your nail art is completely dry. Let the base dry for a minute, and then you can base again and dip into clear and encapsulate your work. That way you can do your dip top coat afterwards if you want. I'm using gel top coat, so I do a little bit of primer to prevent peeling, and away we go with the Is so my cup of tea. You guys probably know, if you haven't noticed by now, this is like my ideal mani. Super simple, one little interesting accent, and that's all I need. I'm not, I don't know, the big flashy mani, it's fine, it's great, it looks pretty, but this is Marla in a mani, if you will. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.